Hello, welcome to Munchkin's Craft Corner. Little Munchkin here. Today I'm going to show you how to make this keychain here. So what you're going to want is Rexlace. That's what this is called. There's lots of options of it on Amazon. You're going to want them to be 36 inches and 2 of them to be 24. So you're just going to want 3 different colors. I would suggest white for your 36, any colors for your 24, and you can wrap this around ruler 3 times. So like 1. Then you would go 2 this way, then 3 this way, and then just don't do it a 3rd time. If you're going to make your 24, you're also going to want the keychain part, which you can also use a needle to open it up. And you're also going to want a pair of scissors for the end and for cutting it off your ruler when you have it as long as you want it. Okay, you're going to start by finding the middle of your strings, and I would suggest just bending down, pinching them, because that way they're easier to stay. Just find them with all 3 of your colors. That will be a good starting point. Okay, so once you find all your middles, grab your 2 24s and take their middles, just hold them by their middles for now. Take your white, stay here, go around and twist up, see? And for now you're just going to do that. And then this end and go over and under. Make sure these are nice and straight before you pull that. True. Over, under, just like this. Make sure it's just nice and straight before you pull true. It's a mistake I made at my beginning. And it really looks weird if you just do that wrong. So you're going to grab this other end, go over and under, stay on the inside. Make sure it's nice and straight. And then we almost got this first part done. So then you're going to grab this part and just do the same thing with this green. Just push this pink out of your way. Over and under. Make sure it's nice and straight. Make sure it's nice and straight. Over and under. Pull this all nice and tight. Pull these 2 ends, pull the white, and there you go. You have started it. It's going to go over your old white and on both ends. Yeah, just over your white for now. And then you want to do this 12 times, what I'm about to show you. You just want to do it 12. Yes, I'm sorry. 12 times. You're just going to go take your things and go over and under. Just make sure if it's like on this edge here, make sure it stays on the edge. Just do that. Make sure it's on the exact same spot it was the last time, and you should be good. So you're going to want to do 10 over like this. Like you just want to go over and under. Make sure it stays right on the same thing. I'll show you real quick. So you're just going to go over and under. Make sure it stays nice and straight all the way through. Just make sure it's exactly over where it was the last time. And it should look fine. Over and under. It should look just fine. As long as it keeps straight. Just make sure you're keeping these where they were last time. If you don't, it'll look funny, and you just want to do this 10 times. including the first round, so basically only 9 times till, and then I can tell you what to do next to make it look fun. But for now, you'll just do 10 straight, and it'll be a straight one and not a twisty one. If you want to make twisty ones, I'll teach you in a minute. But if you want to just completely straight one, no twisties, then you can just do this for the entire time till you run out, and that'll be just fine. It'll look pretty either way. But I'm going to teach you how to add 2 twists to your middle. Just make sure after every round you pull this nice and tight, and it should look all right. So that's how it's coming along. If you want to, you don't have to do this next, but you're going to grab your little keychain thing and your needle real quick, and you can just go ahead and open this up. That's what we needed our needle for. See, open it. Sometimes it's hard to keep opened, so just keep it open like that. The bottom of your thing, not the top, just go through this little hole here and just keep going around till you get through the whole thing like that, and then we have our thing on, so we don't have to worry about it later. That part is done. Make sure it's nice and tight. Whatever you do, it'll help it look better if you're nice and tight. So just keep going back and forth for 10 rounds. Okay, so it should look nice and straight like this, but if it does look off like this and kind of things, that just means you didn't get it straight, which this is my first one, and I didn't get it straight at first either, and I had help from real life, so I wouldn't let it bother you too much. If it's not that straight, it's no big deal. It'll come out looking alright, kind of like that, but just practice more and it should end up looking alright. So next you're going to want to do 2 twirlies. Now this one's fun, so I should start that. Anyways, after you learn this, you are going to want to do 12. I probably will remind you, but in case I forget to, there you go. So instead of going straight like that, this guy's going to go on his route, on this one where he usually goes, and he's going to go on the opposite place. See, like they're just swapping lanes basically, I guess. I don't know. And then it's going to be the same thing of him. Instead of him going where he's supposed to, he's going to steal his spot. Like this. Like he's going to go to this edge, although he usually shouldn't. And that's just going to make it twirly. You're still going to want it straight here, so just make sure it stays straight. So he's going to go in his old spot. And I like doing twirlies because they're more fun looking than straight. Straight, in my opinion, is boring. And you're going to want to do the same thing with the pink. The one that belongs on the edge is going to go in the middle. The one that belongs on the middle usually is going to go on the edge. And that should make it fun. Hold on. Still keep it straight like I said, else it'll look weird still, which I learned from my first one. See, it's already kind of swirling, like it's not where it belongs usually. I don't know. Anyways, you just do that thing for 12 rounds, 12 times. If you want it completely swirly, you're just going to have to do that same that same whatever thing every single time of your thing. If you wanted it completely straight, do what you do straight, but if you want to do with just true little swirlies, I would suggest this as the beginning because that's how I begun. You can get yourself used to both stitches. So you're just going to do the exact same thing. Show you one more time. He's going to go like that. This one's going to go like that, see? this one that's in the middle, he's going to go like that on this edge. And this one, it's on the edge, it's going to go in the middle. Edge in the middle, middle in the edge. Just do this for 12 times. That. And then, I'm sorry, I got out of the camera. Like that. And see, it's already starting to twirl around. And you can count those thingies the same way you did, except it's just gonna not be as easy. So far I've done 2. Do it for 10 more. 12 rounds in total. As it twists, you can kind of count where you started twisting. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's just gonna be easier to count. See, this guy starts your twist. He's kind of hard to tell, but if you just recount 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And after you find out your 10, that'll just be 1, 2, 3, 4. Same with the other side. Okay, once you finish that, it should look something like this. So it's a fun, I like making these ones. And then you're going to do 10 straight. I'll remind you how to do a straight real quick in case you forgot. You're just going to go right over what you last did and right over. And then you're gonna flip it like this, make sure this is nice and tight, and then you're going to grab the one that's on the side and pull it back on the side like this. Make sure it's nice and straight. Which is difficult sometimes when he doesn't want to cooperate. Okay, so then you grab your other one. Make it, make it straight. Grab this other one. Just keep it on its straight line. Just like you did at the beginning. Then you're going to pull, 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 pull. And do this for 10 rounds. So that's round 1. You can mark this on paper if you want. Sometimes that's easier. I can easily count. Sometimes it's harder going back in, but just do it for 10 rounds. Or do it to where, like, if you cut it too short, like, do it to where you have at least that much left. Because at least you can work with it to finish it off. I'll teach you how to finish it off when you do your 10 rounds. Good luck. So as you go, it is easier to see. Like, you can see where you stop twisting. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. It is kind of easier to see and to count rounds, so you can still count your rounds if you want to. Okay, so when you finish your 10 rounds, you're going to want to take one of your strands and go under the one beside it, and then you're just going, hold on, go under the one beside it real quick, and then weave it under here. Like that, and then like that, and you'll take this green as well, go under this guy beside him, then put him in there. He's not coming out. There he is. You go in there, Mama. Okay, hold on. I have to restart. Go under the one beside him. Go in. In there. You don't want to curl it up like a weirdo. Gotta uncurl it now. Okay, so this guy's still here and he is still over here. Okay, under the one beside him. Under him, through there. So then you're going to go underneath this white here and pull him through there. Okay, then you're going to grab all your little guys and pull them up and tighten him up till he's nice and tight. So just pull on him really good. So you want to make sure there's none of ones you don't like. Make sure there's none you want to pull tighter real quick to check them individually and make sure they're all nice and tight for you. Let mine look nice and tight. Okay. So if you want it to be nice and secure, you just gonna put it in boiling water and it should make it nice and solid if you let it dry and cool off for a minute, and then you should be done. So when it is cool to the touch, you're just going to take your scissors and you can decide how long you want it. Depends on how much you have left. Just make sure you cut it long enough, about that long. Cut off your ends. Then you should be done. It should look like this. All these little fun ends, and you have a keychain. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.